umekuaje?
Nimekuwa fiti.
Kuchojo? Naona unaharibu huko maposta nini?
Niko geria.
Naona hadi umelan Kikuyu.
Nalan pole pole
sort of. You know what's funny? Nikikaa nilikuwa nafikiria juu ya posta ya kwanza ya KLS. Posta fulani black and white.
Yeah.
Alafu your time I think my idea was sikuwa nataka rangi.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nataka kitu because even back then bado nilikuwa na kitu ya kuwa different na nini. So nilikuwa nimeona kama black and white is like a direction we can take the brand with. Hata logo ya kwanza inajulikuwa black na white peke yake. Yeah, man.
I guess for me it's funny since it's like you're very specific.
Yeah.
Like ikuwe black and white. I'm like, hizi poster hizi zinaenda wapi? Yeah, and then I just remember like, and you aungesonga by the way.
Sikuwa nasikia rangi.
Yeah, let's try something else, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, you know, client is always right. At the end of the day, so I tried to do what I can.
Yeah.
I guess probably started introducing color on, like, I think it was the second one or the third one.
No, grown up edition actually, which was the third one.
The one which we had two different artists on stage.
Hiyo ni Bonded Hearts.
It's Bonded Hearts. That's the first time we had color, and it was red.
Yeah.
I think after that we've just gone. Yeah. Like, I think the first posters.
I think on the edit we'll just add them so that guys can see where we came from. Okay, anyway, I thought it's important to have this discussion. We just talk about like what it takes to design and like create what KLS is.
Yeah.
So, wewe si Mkikuyu.
Funny enough. But people
funny thing. You look like a Kikuyu.
Yeah.
So, how hard is it to create visuals for like Kikuyu Love Sessions, and yet like is that a superpower? Does it come to your advantage or?
Okay. I'd say like for me the main source of inspiration is usually like the way people show up for the event, you know, like how do you tap into that energy? So you see like the face art, you know, the attire, like the clothes that people have, and then like you start to rip off from like such things. So that's why you'll see, I think even from the first one, we used to do digital face art. Like all the artists. So kind of like bring it back home. Yeah, we started with guitars. Like we used to have some musical instruments.
I remember. It was like
but we were like, let's move away from that into like something that's a bit modern, because even the essence of the reason we were starting KLS was to do Kikuyu music, but in a modern way. So we sort of like moved away from what it will be traditionally, visually, when you look at it, drums and stuff like that. And then doing this modern art is now like the face art, and then we start to introduce new things as well.
No, that's cool. Even my thing for like moving away like from the musical instruments was more, I felt like we were selling an emotion. So when we put that, it looks like we are selling music, which that's not, okay, it is a musical showcase for sure, but nilikuwa na feel the moment you have that, then it takes the show to a category that you're not really trying to communicate. So your digital art looked cool, so it looked more like what we wanted to portray.
I actually agree.
And
I think just observing like how guys show up for the event can sort of like rip off that energy into like, and package it into like a visual, in a visual way. And I guess maybe you don't even know this, but my grandma is Kikuyu, so.
So iko ngumu sana. If you are trying to create something, ukikosa ku get out of the thing, uione from a different lens. Because you creating KLS posters and you're not Kikuyu, like limit what to put in the poster. Juu hauna preconceived notions about what the poster should be like. Umepatiwa tu brief. Na unai-execute. So it looks really cool and different because haujaijiekea usapere.
Like I don't have context.
Huna context. Unatengeneza tu kitu cool. Which I think unknowingly for me it really worked. Unaona, wase wengi wanafikiria hii ni post ya Kikuyu, so acha tafute, so naye ataenda aike vitu zenye yeye ana feels which might go into more of the culture and the culture space, which I feel like that's not what we were trying to do essentially.
I actually agree. And even now when you look like at what we have and versus like what other people have, you sort of see like there's like that divide, like a clear distinction of where we lie and like where the others lie.
Haya, swali ya pili. So when you first hear the theme of a show, like right now we are doing Say It With Your Chest. So what's the very first thing that your brain looks for? Like, is it a feeling? Do you look for color? Do you remember when you first ever told someone you like them with your chest? Like, how do you, when we give you a theme, like, how do you?
Like, for example, Say It With Your Chest, like, it's intensity. You know, it's like, I'm done playing small. So, like, the emotion already, like, kind of frames what that visual needs to be. Like, should be bold, you know, should be expressive, and, you know, should not be holding back. So, once you reef up that energy, you kind of get the sense like it needs to be bright, it needs to be colorful. Now that's where the things like color coming, photography, the usage, the patterns that we are going for, and also like the type of typeface or you know the font that we're gonna use. But mainly it's actually inspired by the mood that we actually wanna sell.
So it starts with like me na feel aje nikifeel theme, like nikipewa hii personality ya show, like how does it me personally make me feel?
Exactly.
And then now you try and express that visually.
Yeah, exactly. So like you think of it like maybe like there's a babe you've always wanted to tell her that maybe you like her, but you've never actually said it. So when you're actually getting the courage to do it, like you are bold. So the visual needs to like kind of express that feeling. And it's also the same. A babe can be like, I'm eyeing that guy, but you know, how do I express it? So you also need to show like the mood even before I step onto that like event stage. Like how I need to be feeling, you know.
I think you may answer, but maybe unaweza clarify. So shows za vernacular zimekuwa very popular. So how important is it to like stand out and from, you know, like competition mob, like so what, like how important is it for you to just be different?
You look at it in this lens, depending on like what's the most typical thing someone would do. For example, if we say it's like a Valentine's event, would expect red, you know, maybe flowers. So in some instances, like last year, we went with blue and shades of pink. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. No flowers, nothing. It was just...
Yeah, and it was a Valentine's event. Because you sort of like think, you also have to have in mind.
Also catching feelings as a concept was not, it's not like Say It With Your Chest, which is red and bold.
Exactly. So, it's like being vulnerable.
Exactly.
And if you want to be vulnerable, you know, it's like soft colors.
Soft colors,
you know, and a soft aesthetic, so to speak. So for that, most people, like if it's Valentine's, you automatically want things to be red, but you also have to have in mind that kuna wase wengine pia who are having different like events or shows at the same time, and you are also competing for the same audience. And you know, if I'm scrolling, I need to like, okay, if I see a lot of red, in my mind sometimes it can register. They are almost the same thing. But if I see red and then I come and see this blue, I'd be like, okay, what is going on with this blue? And then I see, oh, it's Kikuyu Love Sessions. And then I can scroll. I guess it has so many, you have to think about so many things. So what's the most typical thing that can be done, and then you do the opposite. Sometimes it's not always the thing, like what we are doing for Say It With Your Chest. Like we actually want to tap into that mood of Valentine so that, you know, we can express. So for that, it makes sense to like go with red. But however, you can do so many things, but how do you play with this red?
With this, yeah.
In such a way that it's not that simple.
Yeah. Second last question.
Yeah.
What's that one KLS visual that you worked on where you thought, hii nayo imeweza, hii nayo iko na personality, hii nayo hakuna, it's only Shawn who can do this?
To be honest, it's not even a visual, but it's a video we collaborated with my friend. Is called Kinoti, so Kinoti, shout out. It was for Mother's Day. I don't know if you remember. There's a
I remember that
did.
Emotional video. Yeah.
Yes, with moms.
Yeah.
I think maybe we'll have
Yeah.
a snippet or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even the fact that I did it, but we invited our audience to actually share photos of
I remember
their
that. Yeah.
and we received a lot.
Yeah.
Like my heart was just happy, and you know, sharing this moment with mothers who are with us, and you know, those who've also left us, and we just compiled that into like a really emotional video that I think to this day I still go back and play it because it meant so much. Yeah, just seeing people with their moms. And we had like from grown-ups to, you know, shows and
you know, Mothers and Melodies was special. I think even for me, like kwa show zote, I think hiyo ndio so far, like hata shows ikakansoliwa leo, hiyo inakuwa
like for me, like it was amazing.
So one thing that we did that I think we really did well.
Just seeing moms singing, you know, like enjoying, like it was like really hard to be honest.
If Kikuyu Love Sessions was a person walking into a room like this room, what would they be wearing, and how would they make people feel?
Okay. It would be bold. Like the same way, like we are not afraid to speak Kikuyu. You know, we are not ashamed. We actually embrace it. So I'm thinking we also have a diverse like set of audience. So I think some people would prefer, let's say, muted colors but with patterns. Others prefer bright. So I'd say we are in between that.
Tuko angekuwa ule mtu like anaweza vaa suti Monday na bado the next day amerock very bright colors na color block. Yani hana hawezi limit to be a certain kind of thing. And I think also ndo maana hata tulikama up na idea personalities. Ukikuja Bonded Hearts, ideally aufai ku feel the same way when umekuja say to your chest. You know, it should be, it's one show, it's one person, but akona personalities different.
And even when you look at, like, you'll have some guys who are married, you know, you'll have someone who's starting out in a relationship, you have someone who's single, so like you don't wanna like just
ati wewe ati sisi ni wa
so you actually just want it to be like come as you are and be expressive, like as Allan, as Shawn, you know. Mimi zangu sasa, let me just, I think we'll just go right into it. First time like you are actually going to answer this, but when did the idea of having themes for the show first come to you?
The idea for having themes ili come during the third edition. Na hiyo ilikuwa mostly born out of the fact that nilikuwa na tuna struggle kidogo na marketing, and we had to convince people to come back. So the one way to do that, and then us guys have just grown organically, which thank God our fans have been.
I actually love that fact. For us it's been organic growth.
It's been organic growth. So it's been, if you come once, we hope that you'll enjoy it and bring a friend next time, and then next time bring a friend. So after second edition, we're like, if you're gonna meet the cost for the other show, then we need to give the guys who've already come a reason to come again. And the only way we can do that is if we give like a different show. So I was like, what we need to do is do themed or personalities in our shows. So nika come up na grown up edition. So that was the first themed
Yeah, where we had like 2 artists.
Hiyo hata ikuwa wawili ilikuwa Bonded Hearts.
Bonded Hearts, yeah.
Hiyo ilikuwa tu, ilikuwa inafaa ku explore
like
the mature side ile, but sasa hatukuiland vizuri, but sasa there's something we are doing for Say to Their Chest, tunaita Naughty Sessions. So I think Naughty Sessions juu hiyo time haikuland wetu wanataka kuland. I think
maybe we can do it now.
So this time round I think Naughty Sessions by Wanjine, that's gonna be an amazing set. I think hiyo itajaza, but yeah, anyway, the 3rd edition that's when we were like, from now on let's give our shows tuzipatie
and then so what goes into choosing a theme for each show, and what do you ultimately want the audience to feel or take away from each edition?
So first of all, initially it was supposed to be a storytelling. It was supposed to start when we were doing Catching Feelings and then More Than Friends, especially. I wanted iendelee na storyline.
Okay.
But I think I remember Catching Feelings and then More Than Friends. So what happens when you're more than friends? Alafu nikafika mahali niko na life haikuangi simple hivyo. Life iko na ups and downs. Unajua mnakosananga after mshakuwa mabeshte and so on. So what goes into the theme is basically just kujisikiza sana, like nataka nini na isho. For Say to Their Chest was actually iko 2-pronged. So the first thing ni obviously tunataka, we speak to a lot of young people, right? Ukiangalia even what's been happening with Gen Zs and stuff like that, wako very vocal. Hata walisumbua gava the other day, protest na nini. So these young people are very vocal. They don't wajiekeangi vitu. So I was like, let's celebrate that for our audience. And then coupled with the fact that, nowadays, pia tunataka kuambia kijana, ni agent, wambia yule demo na like, funny, what's the worst that she can do? The worst you can get is a no, which is fine.
Actually,
So there's that angle, and then there's also the angle now from where we sit, where the show also needed to start now feeling bold. Most of our audiences felt like kidogo tunakuanga very naive, tunakuanga softy kidogo, unajua tunanga maneno mingi. So I was like, I mean, it's also a kind of like a growing up moment for the show as well. So that's why I Say to Their Chest. But so some of those things, so you boniwa out of like, how do I feel and what do I feel the show needs? We'll never get it right all the time, but as long as like una feel uko in the right headspace, like you're doing this for the right reason, then it makes sense.
And how does it feel like when you actually drop, this is our new personality, like this is our new edition, and guys just go mad with it? Like, how does it make you feel? Because you're the one who's created.
No man, it's fun. It's like tukidrop poster kwanza miwenda off kidogo. Like I really don't want to see what negative comments and nini, but I think audiences wetu wako very like utupatia hiyo freedom ya kucreate. Like hatujai kuwa na edition yenye tuliambia say that this is what the theme is about, nini na wakakuwa like inakaa kubo. They always come with an open mind, like I'd like to really see what this is about.
And I guess it also goes into like the being thoughtful when we're actually coming up with a theme, like exploring like what do we actually want to achieve.
Exactly. Maybe niongeze tu kitu hapo kwa Say to Their Chest. Something that I forgot was and it touches on like being intentional. So tunapeana like some portion of like some of the tickets we sell to do like mental health awareness work. And so when you think of Say to Their Chest, really we are saying in case like you don't feel okay mentally, usifeel vibaya kutafuta help ama kuseek help. It's tough times, a lot is happening, a lot of young people are going through a lot, job losses, and it's hard to just live. So in case you're feeling like that, we also want it to be it's okay to seek help and talk to your family, talk to friends, talk to, you know, like a professional. And yeah.
For my next question, so how much of the show is actually planned versus letting energy like on the day actually guide it?
It's a good question. Yeah, so, okay, so I'll answer it in two ways. So the first way is there are some aspects like logistical aspects, security, timing, ticketing, exit entry zones. Unajua hizo vitu zote, that has to be planned, right? You're now lazima, you wezi wing, you're lazima plan. But kuna aspect kama the creative aspect now, like if you're working with an artist, like as long as we tell the artist like this is what the personality of the show is, this is what we'd like you to bring out, we don't really meddle into their showcase or whatever it is they do on stage. So it's a matter of, number one, knowing what you can control, and then number two, trusting the people who are on stage to do their things. Like Njugush did an amazing job at More Than Friends. We didn't even give him a brief. Actually, tulipatana Njugush once, twice, and the day of the show, and he did, like, because you know he's a creative.
Njugush was dancing. I was like, did you guys practice this or something?
Exactly. Ni kama ilikuwa imerihasiwa. It wasn't, because you have to let the creative create and be. So when it comes to that, so that we tunachia mapro afanye. Venye sasa pia wewe tukikwambia Shawn manze look and feel inakaaje this time round, it's like it's because the more kuna input more, I think you might lose something.
I guess even it goes to show like we actually respect the people we work with. And when you actually leave something for like someone to do it their way, as long as they deliver, you kind of give ownership to what you're doing.
So
that it's co-owned. It's not like Allan has to do everything.
Exactly.
It's like you do your performance, I'm gonna handle like logistics. Shawn, you do the
exactly. Hata kwa acting naonanga kuna script, yes, but sometimes the director will tell you kama your line hai sound natural, unaweza improvise. So unakuta mko kwa set, but the actor ana improve, anasema hata word haikuwa kwa script, but then it comes out even better because it's not cast in stone, lazima useme hizi words.
How do you actually, this will be interesting for the audience. So how do you balance familiar names with new or unexpected talent?
For like coming up with a lineup and
for the artist.
It's a good question. It goes back to but there's no formula. Like there's no playbook or there's no rule that we follow. It's the exact same way we come up with these personalities or these themes. It's basically what we feel right for the show. But then again, we are very, very big into upcoming talent. Like you and I, for every show, you'll always see like fresh blood, if I can say that, of people or artists who are just about pop. They are just brewing. So hopefully the bed or our stage can be the stage where now puts them now on a bigger pedestal. And so we are very big into that. But akunanga ati formula, si usema ati lazima tu kwena umsanii ama nini. It's just like what really feels right, like kwa gut. Like when we say we are working with a certain artist, like this comes from a very, very honest place that we think this will work.
Okay. I guess even like that, like you remember, like even when we started KLS, like we always, like the mission, as part of the mission was, you know, to always shed a light like on new talent. And it's also, when you come to the event, it's also like a chance for you to like actually experience new music or to discover new music. Like I personally discovered Nura's music. I've had his set just replay while I'm working, and Tina as well. And I don't think, if I didn't come to KLS, I don't think like I would have discovered that. So it's also like when you actually like bring names that we actually know and some people that we might not know but are actually good. It also offers a chance for discovery.
Yeah. Which is actually crazy to think about it like that. Juikianza, that was, we'd never have thought at itafika mahali where mtu atasema kama si KLS ingejua huyu msanii. Unajua? But then that hata hiyo siwezi sema hata was part of the mission. That kind of just happened. But it's important, and going at what we were saying about having many shows, I think it's also really good for the artists, because many shows means then curators or event organizers wanaweza take your risk. Unajua, si lazima msanii akuwe na 1 million followers Instagram ndo. Unaweza chukua ule mtu mwenye ako pale, they are really really good, and just work with them so that cause wakikam kwa stage yako they're gonna give it like 180%. Na wakitoka hapo, trust me, when you announce the next dates, those few people who come to your first one are gonna come to the second one. But also kuna hii, okay, it's complicated also because of like the business angle of it. It's so hard to, you know, make money and stuff. But ukitoa biashara out of the art, then supporting the art makes so much sense. You get? Hautafuti msanii juu ya unaona kama atauza tickets, unamtafuta juu ako fiti. You get? Like, I'm working with you because you are dope. I'm not working with you because when I have you on my poster, you're gonna sell tickets. So that's really important. But it becomes so hard to do that because if you don't sell tickets, then but it's, and that's why I'm talking about like just being brave to just do it. Like, if
have you ever had a theme that scared you and you probably went for it anyways?
Mothers. Oh, it has to be mothers and melodies, man.
Like
kwambia watu wakuja na wazazi, bro. It's
like, I remember the first time you pitched that idea to me, I was like of course I was excited, you know, I'm a creative. But then logistically I was like, how is it gonna happen? But then that is one of those things where you say, like, you know, like, let's just do it. And I just kept seeing guys come in with their moms. And I was like, wait.
Man.
To the point where, like, we were full.
Tulijaza.
And we're actually starting to stress, like, if we have more people, where are they going to even sit now?
Where are they going to sit? And then, you know, that day it rained. It rained, and then it was magical because it rained, and then everyone just came into the tent. And moms had so much fun. But the whole concept, you saw that there are so many things you have to think about, you know, any logistic, even like seating. Because you have to think about, so this is not your regular KLS. Najua mtu akikosa kiti ana shida, ataenda pale asimame na ajibange. So hii lazima make sure kila tiko imebaiwa kuna at least mzazi ama wazazi wawili. So you are like, we have, out of the tickets we've sold, we need at least 80% of those people seated. So you can imagine the amount of chairs. It was literally built, logistically, it was tough. But then creatively, it was magical. Seeing people with their moms crying, hugging, dancing, mashosho pale. And then shout out to Steve Rogers, he gave an amazing set, akaleta shosho.
I remember, man.
That
like, it was, that's why I keep telling you, that has to be my favorite event.
Hata mimi for sure.
You know, like, us guys knew what were shows, but you know, like, for you to, like, bring your mom first ever concert. Like, for me even to consider bringing my mom, like, I have to have some, like, connection with KLS.
Exactly.
So, like, we also don't take that lightly, you know, that relationship with our audience.
Hiyo nayo ilikuwa crazy. Na sijui kama nafaa niseme sahi, but we are doing it again this next year, 2026. Mother's Day. We have to do Mothers and Melodies again. For sure. For the culture. Hiyo nayo lazima tufanye.
You know, like, I'm usually, like, I think it was the first time I was also interacting with, you know, that thing you do for, like, when the kid is young and the mom. We did something for Njoki. Imagine a room full of moms and them, like, singing that song for Njoki and she was a new mom. I think it has to mean something.
Yeah. Actually, you see, it was just Njoki Karu set was something. Yani, just 10 out of 10, man.
And Kamau.
Oh, and Kamau. Hey, Kamau aliingia stage. All the mothers just came to the front, yani. Hadi nakumbuka juu kulikuwa na sub zilikuwa zinagonga unasikia roho. So tulikuwa nasema hapo na sound engineer tulikuwa like yo hizi sub sijui tupunguze. Afu kusema waangalie tu. Just look. Cause nilikuwa naogopa cause there were some elderly moms hapo mbele and then you know how those subs gonga. Kama mimi nikisimama hapo mwenyewe nilikuwa nasikia.
Like na
but kama just look. This only doesn't happen every day. So for today, they are really enjoying this. And it was magical, man.
Okay. Thanks, man.
It was nice. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Ajawen, you are a very busy man. Continue creating, man.
Yeah, we continue to do this and next year is going to be amazing.
It will be. Inshallah.
Thanks, Allan.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.